It's real now, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so when they've asked me to be his best man, I gladly accepted the role. But I'm informed of one compromise. I could have a drink before. Now, through singing hymns, having my picture taken, and being sat in the toilet for a few hours this morning, I haven't had a chance. Now, when I walked in, I spotted a nice little bottle over there amongst your presents. I'm just going to help myself to one of your presents, if that's okay. Okay, this one says, to Nev and Kate, hope to see you soon. Love everyone at Worcester Swingers Club. One more. Go on then. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, masters and commanders, monners, boulders, friends and family, hanger-oners, and Jim. For those who don't know me, I'm Jonesy. For those that do, keep stum. I'd like once again to welcome you to the wonderful occasion that is Nev and Kate's wedding. Bloody hell, that was an emotional ceremony. Even the cake was in tears. They don't get any better than that.
Cake was in tears.
It's quite good. It's a well-known fact there's 5 rules when writing a best man speech. Don't talk about the groom's ex-girlfriends. I'll drink to that. Don't talk about the bride and groom's sex life. Don't mention a word about the stag do. Remember, what goes on tour stays on tour.
Lies.
No inappropriate jokes, and don't use cheap props to make people laugh. But Nev and Kate both know I don't play by the rules. Now, just like Nev, this speech is going to be short and not very funny. Now, I'm sure you'll all agree the barmaid looks beautiful. So also the bridesmaid. And not forgetting how stunning Kate looks.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Kate, just so you're aware, my missus has given me a hall pass tonight, and I'm in room 842. Nev, you don't look too bad yourself. You don't look too bad yourself, but I'm a little disappointed that you copied my outfit again. Now, I asked a friend how long my best man speech should be. He said it should be as long as it takes the groom to make love. I've overrun already. So before I start boring you all with jokes that aren't funny, I overheard one of you commenting on the table decorations, and in particular the bird cages. Just so you're aware, it was Nev's idea, as you used to have a cock or two. Homemade material, that one, that's it. Now, when we first met at age 12 years old, Nev looked up to me. And as you can see today, nothing has changed. Now, throughout school, he was always in the top sets, so you'd expect him to be clever. But the truth became clear after a visit to Pizza Hut, when the waiter said, "Would you like your pizza cut into 4 or 8 slices?" Nev replied, "You better make it 4, I'll never manage 8. Now this lack of common sense. That's quite a good one, isn't it? Now this lack of common sense and pure stupidity. Cheers for this, thank you. fist cross. Are we ready? Okay, now this lack of common sense and pure stupidity continued over a number of years. And I remember saying to Nev when he passed his driving test, he should invest in a booster seat so he could see where he's going. Now, to be honest, this advice wasn't taken, and within a few weeks he reversed straight into my brother's brand new Mercedes. He seemed quite cool about the situation, saying, I've had a fair few bangs in this car before. So like most homosexual boys, Nev started supporting Man United purely because of David Beckham. He would often splash out on posters of him. Luckily, he grew out of this phase and started to come in to watch a mighty Derby County. He was hooked. Within a year or so, we had a season ticket together, as well as going to many away games. But on one Saturday afternoon, when on the coach to Derby, Nev spotted Kate. Now, in his squeaky and broken voice, he said to me,
Jonesy! I definitely do her!
Now, to be honest, I didn't have a clue what he was talking about. So I said, Neville, what are you going on about? So he sweetly whispered what he'd do to Kate, given the opportunity. Now, if I'm honest, I struggle to look them both in the eyes and know what they get up to behind closed doors. But in all fairness, I could tell he really liked her. But after witnessing his chat-up line the night before in Tramps, I thought I'd give him some basic pulling advice. Never let your eyes wander, ask lots of questions, and always sound interested. Now, as the kids say, the term epic fail comes to mind. He was useless, so I had to step in, and basically I wooed Kate with charm and my big knowledge of Derby County. And as we can see, the rest is history. I was always going to be first choice, wasn't I, Neville? Now, a few years ago, Nev phoned me and asked what I thought about marriage. I replied saying I'm flattered, but what happened between us was in the past. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank all of the lads who came on the stag do. When originally planning the weekend, the first thought that came into my mind was a naughty little stripper. Taking my best man duties very seriously, I did a lot of research on the internet. After a few visits to hothornybabes.com, special thanks to Gaz Bowen for recommending the website. I was torn between Sexy Sarah or Sticky Vicky. I made the executive decision a stripper wasn't a good idea after conversation with Nev informing me my invite would get lost in the post if his eyebrows managed to fall off during the stag do. So God knows what Kate would have done to me if I'd actually booked the stripper. The second idea was a big fat roly-poly stripper. Perfect, that would humiliate Nev while remaining in Kate's good books. Now, I was about to pay the deposit online. I remembered Nev went through a stage of liking the larger ladies. I don't know if I can continue actually. Look, if you couldn't get his arms around them, bonus. Back in the day, his prime pulling locations were always kebab shops. Now trust me, I've got a fair few stories and I'd love to tell them, but I'd incriminate myself as well as one or two lads in here, so I'm going to move on. So Nev and Kate, you finally got married, for better or for worse, which is quite appropriate. As Nev, you couldn't have done any better, and Kate, you couldn't have done any better. Moving forward into married life, Nev, you're a lucky guy. You leave here today having gained a partner who is warm, loving, caring, funny, and who radiates kindness wherever she goes. And Kate, you were lucky too. You leave here today having gained a beautiful dress and some flowers. Now for a few messages from people who couldn't be here today. To Nev, we could have been so good together. I will miss our nights by the pool. Lots of love, Michael Barrymore. So, I'll have a drink after that. To Nev, good luck on your big day. Speak to you soon, Love Jessie and the girls at Babe Station. Oh, and this one's for Kate. It's from the lads at Witchbold. It says, we tried Nev in every position and found him useless in all of them. Hope you have better luck. All jokes aside, I'd like to say what a huge honour it's been to be Nev's best man. I've always trusted my dad's judgment. And the first time he met Nev, I remember saying what a lovely little boy he was. But thought it was weird me hanging around with kids half my age. When I informed him, Nev was actually really short and was actually the same age as me. He said, stick with him, son. Now really, I should do the manly thing and apologise to Nev for what I put him through recently. Glittery Ugg boots, pink onesie, and of course being handcuffed to his new best mate, Craig the Dwarf. Now I need to hold my hands up and admit I didn't do much research on how tall you have to be classed as a dwarf. It wasn't until I met Craig outside the bar in Manchester that I actually realised he was quite a bit taller than Nev. Now only the lads who was on the stag do, and of course everyone on Facebook, could see the error that I made. From bar to bar, everyone thought we'd hired Nev as the dwarf and not the other way around. Now for those of you who didn't get to see Craig, fear not. So this led me to think what I could get you both as a wedding present. Would I do that? I hope you both don't mind, but I've had a word with the hotel manager and informed him there'll be another person staying in your room tonight. I'm going to sing a line from a song if that's okay. I apologise for my singing. There were three in the bed, and the little one said, roll over. I feel like Cilla Black on Surprise, Surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to reunite the bromance. This is Nev and Craig the Dwarf. No, sadly, no, I'm only joking. Now, sadly, Craig couldn't make it today, but he did ask me to give these to Nev. He also said, if I get a chance, do I mind phoning him so he could give you some tips on how to use the handcuffs to spice things up between you. So just bear with me 1 second. If I could ask everyone to be silent at this point. Fingers crossed this works. Welcome to the Orange Answer Phones. Craig, it's Jonesy. How you doing, mate? You okay?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Look, I'm just going to pass you over to Neville now. I'm just doing my speech. Do you mind giving a few tips on how to use the handcuffs to spice things up between them?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, here you go, mate. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Craig.
Absolutely. I'm past nerves. I've been ruined.
I've got so attached on your stag night that I could give you a few, I need tips and things.
Go on.
Yeah, okay, well I hear Scrabble, so that goes for
direction. How you doing? Congratulations. You must be Kate. He's good at introducing people. Congratulations to you as well.
And like that's it basically. If everyone could just stand up and please raise your glasses to love, to laughter, to a happy ever after. Good morning, everyone.